Okay, good evening everyone, and welcome to the call for tonight. And we're going to go ahead and get started. As a reminder, tonight you can still get Starting from Scratch Masterclass. You can get that at theplrshow.com/SFS Masterclass. And by tomorrow, it will be going up beyond the launch price, just so you'll know. So you can still get it tonight at the launch price. But then as soon as we get ready for Zapier, then the price on this product is going to go up. So that's really the only pre-announcement that I have. We're going to just get right into the training. As a brief reminder, make sure that if you are not signed up yet as an Ultimate Insider, that's where you get the best of our training and our content. You can do that at theplrshow.com/insiders. So what are we doing in these 52 sessions? We're calling the framework Extreme Business Makeover. So what is the Extreme Business Makeover? The Extreme Business Makeover is first positioning yourself as an educator. Not when you go in as the expert, but going in to be a solid source of reliable information. And doing that by doing a weekly workshop. 30 minutes to an hour, 15 minutes, whatever you do, but that you show up every week to give your market targeted, reliable advice. And then building a product snowball so that every time you do these weekly workshops, you're going to give a call to action. You are going to offer a product every single week. And this is going to be easy for you as a PLR user. What you're going to do, obviously, is you're going to make one offer every single week. Typically, you're going to be doing something new. And if you have lots of PLR, if you have PLR from us, you should be able to put together a launch very easily every single week to do a different offer. And that's going to be important when you start making an offer for your membership and your learning center. But we'll get to that here in a minute. You're going to develop a strategic marketing framework. We're going to be talking about making sure that every product you have has a USP. Making sure that you're always looking to build your list, making sure that you're always looking to have upsells and cross-sells, making sure that you're looking for opportunities to build your network and your partnerships, creating a content factory where you're creating a specific point of view and a way of being able to communicate your message. And then this week we're going to be talking about building a massive network. That is the sixth principle. The next principle, become a media mogul, mastering one form of traffic. Getting that mastery down before you move on to all of them. Doesn't mean you can't participate in all of them, but you really focus and master one. If you're going to focus on YouTube traffic, then do that. If you're going to focus on solo ad traffic, then do that. If you're going to focus on affiliate traffic, then do that. Don't try to be all over the place. Master one media to the point where your business is profitable on this one form of traffic. And then you move on to the other ones, getting into production mode so that these things happen on a regular basis. The unit that I like to think about is weekly. Are all of your activities, are they happening on a weekly basis? Can you organize them, whether you have to get other people to help you or whether you have to figure out what your schedule is so that all of your activities happen in one unit. Now, if your unit is going to be a month, that all your activities happen in a month, then do that. But typically, you want to make sure that you've got your week organized so that everything happens in a week that you need in order to run your business. And then when people start asking you, can you do this? Or can you go to a webinar? Or can you do all these other things? You say yes or no based on whether or not you get your production done. Build a learning center. That's the cornerstone of all this, specifically as a video PLR user, because what are you doing? You're taking all of your videos, you're going to put them in one place, and you're going to say to people, if you want access to everything, you can get it all here. You can get access to all of my training. That's going to be your value proposition. Your value proposition is going to be that yes, you can buy one product, but you can actually get all of my products, and I'm going to add to them on a monthly basis if you will subscribe. That's what building a learning center is. You're going to create a community around your ideas. This is something that's going to take time to do. Most people are still hooked on Facebook, and they're hooked on YouTube, and they're hooked on LinkedIn and LinkedIn groups. But you gradually want to bring those people into your world where you discuss your ideas. It's organized around your ideas. It's organized around what you do. Bring people into some kind of community. If you want to do it on Facebook, that's fine. If you want to do it on YouTube, that's fine. But I actually suggest you consider doing this in some kind of online community platform. Raising and building an affiliate army. So basically taking the people that you're working with as customers and allowing them to refer business to you. This is something that, again, will supercharge your traffic. But this is not your network. Your network are the people that are in the business, they're in the niche, they have the list, but these are going to be the people that you're working with. And you want to give them the opportunity, if they have friends or they have companions and they see that those companions could benefit from what it is you do, you want to open the door so they can bring you more customers and more traffic. You raise and build an affiliate army. You're raising these people up from your own farm or your own system. And defining and promoting your core ideas, or whatever your list of core principles are, you are promoting those things, you are publishing those things, and you're going to those sites like Kindle, you're going to sites like Udemy, you are going to sites like Skillshare, and you are spreading your message, whatever your core principles are. Now, the core principles you're looking at, these are our core principles. Extreme Business Makeover, that's what they are. But you should develop your own core principles, and that's really what you need to be doing as you go through this process. Be thinking about what your core principles are, and you should be able to define those core principles and state them and teach them on a regular basis. Okay, so this is just my way of signaling that I'm going to edit this part out. And so with that, we're going to go ahead and get started with the training that will be edited, that we're going to be giving you access to as the PLR version. So last week we talked about creating a content factory. That was the principle that we worked on. And the title was creating unique information products. And we went into how you're going to do that, why it's important. And this week we're going to be talking about Principle 6, building a massive network of partners and affiliates. And we're going to title this session, Thinking Inside of the Box. And when we think about this, it's very important is that you understand that as a digital product creator, as an information marketer, as a writer, you probably have customers from all over the world. And as long as you can bridge the language gap and any cultural barriers that might keep people from buying from you, your customers are going to be all over the place, and you're going to have people that are going to be buying from you that are probably not in your local area or where you live. Here's something that you're going to need to recognize during times like this. There will always be times when it may be impossible or even improbable that a segment of your market is going to be able to do business with you. You're looking at the world as of the recording of this session, the part of the world that is pretty reliable may become splintered. And so you may not be able to depend on a customer base in a certain region of the world. You may not be able to depend on a certain region of your country. In some cases, if you are part of the United States, you recognize that California has very different rules. New York has very different rules. And in some cases, those rules may impact whether or not you choose to do business with customers in that state. It may not fit your business model at some point. Now, right now, it's not at the point at which it would impact most digital businesses, but it could. And so you need to be ready for the fact that you could have an entire state, an entire region wiped out from your customer base, not because of anything that you do, but because of what that country decides, any regulation, or in some cases, factors outside of your control, such as war. Now, that means that without changing the nature of your business, you may need to reverse part of what you're doing to extend into your local area. It doesn't mean that you need to be a consultant. That doesn't mean that you need to sell locally and that people need to come to your house and your place of business or your home office. But you might need to start thinking that in order to replace that customer base ahead of time, you need to have people that can reach you with a local telephone number in a local area. And so you are then going to be looking now to extend your network into the local area. Now, I'm not talking necessarily about customer bases, because in order to get the customer base, you may have to change your business model. However, if you think differently about this, What you're thinking of doing is building a network of people that can sell for you and promote for you that are in your local area that may have access to a list of people that do business in your local area. So again, don't overwhelm yourself with becoming a business person in your local area. That's not the idea. But the idea is to build a network and building a list of people that can work with you and for you. So let's talk about local but online. And yes, you can do things like attend local networking meetings in person and in real time. You can do things like go to the Chamber of Commerce and events, whatever is scheduled in your municipal organization. Those, though, when you start doing those kinds of things as an online business owner, they're going to be outside of your rhythm. And they could take you out of a profitable way of doing business. So you have